Today we are going to solve mathematics labels D. It's paper 2 with calculator. It's mean we are allowed to use calculator in this paper. And this is 402422 May June 2025 and the time given is 2 hours. Okay. Now question number 1 is the diagram shows the part of a pattern with rotational symmetry of order 4. Complete the diagram. It's mean that 3 of the boxes are shaded and we have to shade the fourth one. Okay, can you see this line? This is a line. So 2 blocks are covering on this side and 2 boxes on this side. So we have to cover 2 boxes on this side as well. I'm extending this line. You can see 2 blocks is on this side and 2 on this side. And can you see that this one is shaded? So I have to shade one on this side. Can you see this is going on the right side and this is on the left. This is going down. So I'm going to shade this box that is going up so that it can make the rotational symmetry of 4. Now you can see that this is a proper X. One is on the right, so here it is in the opposite direction left. This is in the downside, so here it is upside. So we have shaded the fourth box. This was question number 1. Question number 2 is write 18,012 in figures. So 18,012. There is no number on the hundreds place, so I have written 0 over here. Write a prime number. See here it is written only one prime number between 20 and 30. So you can check 21 and 22 are composite numbers. What is a prime number? Prime number is that comes in multiple tables. Composite numbers come in multiple tables and prime number come in one and itself. So 21 and 22 are composite. 23 is a prime number. So I'm writing 23 and you can check 24, 25, 26, 27 and 28 all are composite. 29 is also a prime, but they have required only a single prime number, so I have written over here. Find the reciprocal of 1 upon 9. That's very simple. Reciprocal means we have opposite, we have to shift the place 9 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator, and there is 1 means we can write 9 as well, so I'm writing 9. Okay. Question number 3 part is find the ratio 175 ml ratio 2.5 liters in its simplest form. So you can see 2 units over here. This is ml milliliters and this is liter. So first of all we have to change both of them into the same unit. So I'm going to change 2.5 liter into milliliters. So you know that 1 liter is equals to 2500 ml. Sorry, 1 liter is equals to 1000 ml. So 2.5 liters is equals to 2500 ml. And now we are going to write 175 ml ratio 2.5 liter is equals to 2500 ml. So now both of them are in the same units. So I am now cancelling ml from both sides and I am simplifying with the 5 times table. So I will get 35 ratio 500, and again if we simplify by 5 times table, so we'll get 7 ratio 100. So I'll write 7 ratio 100. Okay, now then Erica and Fatigue shares ratio 500 for $540 in the ratio 4 ratio 5 ratio 3. Find the amount that Erica receives. Okay, so we have to find out that Erica receives. So first of all we are going to write down total amount. Total amount is, see over here, the total amount is $540 and ratio is, what is the ratio given here is 4 ratio 5 ratio 3. First of all find out sum of ratio. Sum of ratio would be 4 plus 5 plus 3, so that is equals to 12. Now we have to find out Erica's share. Can you see Dan's share would be 4 and Erica's share would be 5 and Fatigue share would be 3. So they are asking about Erica, so I am going to use this information. So Erica's share is 5 and sum of ratio is 12 times 540. So now I am going to use calculator to solve it. 5 divide okay 5 divided by 12 multiply by 540. So we'll get 225. Erica's share is 225. Okay, now see question number 4. Find the value of x and the value of y. Okay, here this is x and here is y. So what we have to do, we have to, first of all we are going to find out x. So you know that x and 128 are the interior angles and the sum of the interior angles are up to 180 interior angles. So we are going to write x plus 128 degree is equals to 180. So x is equals to 180 minus 128. So we'll get x is equals to 52 degrees. And now we have to find out y. You can see that this is 128. It's mean this is also 128 because they are vertically opposite angles. This is the property of vertically opposite angles, and this is the angle. This, can you see this diagram? This is a parallelogram. So the angles in that are in opposite to the parallelogram are also equal. So this is 128. It's mean angle y is also 128 degrees because they are the opposite angles in the parallelogram. Okay, now move to question number 5. This is convert 6.1 meters squares to centimeters square. Okay, first of all we have to find out the unit. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. Okay, but here they are using square, so I am going to square this and square this as well. If you square 1 times 1 is 1, and m square is equals to 100 times square, so it would be 10,000. Okay, and centimeter is also multiplying, so it would be centimeter square. And what we have to find out, we have to find out 6.1 meter square to centimeter square. So we have to multiply 6.1 multiply by 10,000. So we'll get 61,000 centimeter square. So this is 61,000 centimeter squares. Okay. Okay, question number 6 is, in a survey students are asked to choose your favorite type of movie. The table shows the results. Okay, these are the types of movies and their relative frequency is this. I have written 1 over here. The total relative frequency is always 1, and you know that they have not given us the value of thriller, so I'm writing x over here. Now what they are asking is calculate the relative frequency of student choosing thriller. So they are asking about thriller. So how we can find out? We are adding 0.1 plus x plus 0.35 and then plus 0.3, and they all are equal to 1 because relative frequency total is always 1. Now we don't know the value of x, so we are adding all the other numbers. X plus 0.75 is equals to 1 and x is equals to 1. It is adding over here. If we shift to on this side of the equation, so it would be minus 0.75. So the answer would be 0.25. X is equals to 0.25. So the relative frequency of thriller is 0.25. Okay, now 500 students take part in the survey. Calculate the number of students who choose science fiction. Here it was not shown that how many students are taking part, but now they have given us the number of students. These are 500, and we have to find out how many students took part in science fiction. It's mean this one. So I am multiplying 500 times 0.35 because science fiction relative frequency is 0.35. Okay, so we are going to use calculator. 500 times 0.35, it's equal to 175. So 175 students took part in science fiction. Okay, now move to question number 7. Chris wants to exchange $350 for euros at the bank. The bank only gives euros in multiples of 5, multiples of euro 5. The exchange rate is $1 is equals to euro 0.92. Calculate the number of euros he receives and his change from 350. Okay, so first of all we have to change the units. Okay, this is dollar and this is euro, and you know that it is given over here $1 is equals to 0.92 euros. And how many dollars we have? We have $350, and we have to change them into euros, and we don't know, so I'm using x over here. Now cross multiply both of them, so we'll get x times 1 is x is equals to 350 times 0.92. Now use calculator. 350 times 0.92, so we'll get 322. X is equals to 322. So see, Chris receives 322 euros. Okay, in exchanging from $350, he will receive 322. Okay, now the next they are saying calculate the number of euros he receives and change from 350. Okay, so how much change he would receive from 350? Okay, if because he gets the notes in exchange in multiples of 5, so if we subtract 322 minus 2, so we will get 320, because 320 is the multiple of 5, 322 is not the multiple of 5. And in exchange in dollar, okay, how much is exchange in dollar? So again we have to find out. This is dollar and this is euro. $1 is equals to 0.92 euros, and you know that he receives 2 euros are left, so I'm writing 2 over here and x over here. Now again cross multiply. If we multiply 2 by 1 is 2, and if we multiply x by 0.92, so it would be 0.92x. But 0.92x, if I write over here 0.92, so now I have to find out 2 divided by 0.92 to find out the value of x, because 0.92 is multiplying over here. If I would shift on this side of the equation, it would be divided. Now we can use calculator. 2 divided by 0.92, so we'll get 2.174. Okay, question number 8 is calculate the interior angle of a regular octagon. So you know that in a regular octagon there are 8 sides, so we have to find out the interior angles. What is the interior angles? One interior angle, because there is no s. So what is the formula? The formula is n minus 2 times 180 upon n for the regular octagon. Okay, so in place of n we are going to use number of sides. How many number of sides in a regular octagon? There are 8. 8 minus 2 times 180 upon 8. So 8 minus 2 is 6 times 180 upon 8, and you can use calculator to solve it. 6 times 180 divided by 8, so it is 135 degrees. Okay, on a Venn diagram, shade the region represented by A intersection B whole complement. You know this is intersection, and what is the meaning of intersection? Means the area that is common in both A and B. So this is intersection. This part is, we can call it intersection. And what we have to do? We have to do whole complement. It's mean we have to shade all of the things except this part. So I am going to shade whole circle except the A intersection B, because in complement we are going to leave that portion and shade all the ones. Okay, so this is A part. Okay, now move to part B. This is in a class of 22 students, 12 play piano, 9 play the guitar, and 6 do not play the piano or the guitar. Find the number of students who play both the piano and the guitar. You may use Venn diagram to help you. Okay, now the total number of students are 22. So I am going to write 22 over here, and piano. So I am writing piano over here, and this is for guitar. How many students are playing piano? Are 12. And how many are 9? 9 are playing guitar, but you can see that 12 and 9 are, if we add up, they get 21, and 6 do not play. So there are some students that are playing both. So I'm writing X over here. These are the students that are playing both piano and guitar, and I'm subtracting this X from this side and this side because I'm writing over here. So now I have to make an equation to solve this. This is for piano, 12 minus X plus X. These are the students that are playing both. Now 9 minus X, these are that are playing guitar, and these are that are playing, do not playing any game, and this total number are 22. So now open the bracket simply, and you can see minus x and plus x would be cancelled out, so we have only minus x is left over here. 12 plus 9 is 21, 21 plus 6 is 27 is equals to 22. Now shift x on this side, so it would be positive, and 27 minus 22 on this side, so it would be negative 22. So we'll get 5 is equals to x, or we can write x is equals to 5. So what we have to find out, find the number of students who play both piano and guitar. So they are 5. Number of students that are playing both are 5. This is question number 10. Simplify. It's very easy question. 7x square y square is to be divided by x cube y square. You know that the number that are in the denominator, it means they are dividing by each other, and in indices you know that the power in division the power are subtracted, and in multiplication the powers are added. So 7 x and y, I'm writing what is the power of x, that is 2, and what is the in denominator the power of x is 3. So if we shift to in the numerator, so it would be minus 3, and in numerator the power of y is 5, and in denominator the power of y is 2. So if we shift this y in the numerator, so it would be minus 2. Now there is no number in the denominator. I'm just writing 1 to explain you that we have shifted x and y in the numerator. Now you can see that 7 x power would be minus 1 and y power is 3. So we cannot write minus 1 in the numerator. We can shift this to denominator, so it would be again positive. So the answer would be 7y cube, and x would be in denominator. So 7y cube upon x. Or you can write 7y cube upon x whole in the line. Now Zaya invests $4,500 in a saving account. The account pays simple interest at a rate of 3.2% per year. Calculate the value of investment at the end of the 5 years. Okay, so here we are going to use the formula of simple interest. So SI, simple interest, is equals to, the formula is PRT upon 100. Okay, what is the principal amount? That is 4,500. What is the rate? That is 3.2%, and time is 5 years, and we have to divide it by 100. You can simply add all the values in the calculator and you can get answer. It's very simple. Times 5 divided by 100, it's 720 is equals to 720. And now you can see, calculate the value of investment at the end of 5 years. We have find out the interest, and now we have to, for total investment at the end of the 5 years, we have to add principal amount plus interest, simple interest or interest. So our total amount was 4,500 and interest is 720. So now add both of them, 4,500 and 70, so it would be $5,220. Okay, now move to part B. Aisha invests 2,750 in a different saving accounts. This account pays compound interest at the rate of 2.1% per year. Calculate the total amount of interest she receives at the end of 3 years. So you can see over here, so you can see they are asking about compound interest, and they are asking just total amount of interest, not the total investment. They are just asking about the total amount of interest after 3 years. So now we are going to use the formula for compound interest. The formula for compound interest is A is equals to P1 plus R upon 100 times T, and so A is equals to our principal amount is 2750 over here, 1 plus rate is 2.1%, you can see over here 2.1 upon 100 times and the time is 3 years. Now we can solve. A is equals to 27501 plus, if we divide 2.1 by 100, so we will get 0.021 power 3. A is equals to 27501 point, if we add both of them we'll get 1.021 power 3. Now use calculator to solve it. So 2750 and 1.021, now we'll get 2926 point. A is equals to 2926.91. okay, and our total investment was 2750. We have to find out the amount of interest, so I'm going to separate 2750 minus 2926.91. so use calculator. 2750, sorry, I have written wrong. I have to write 2926.91 minus 2791. So 2926.91 minus 2750 will get 176.91. 176.91 or 176.91. So this is the amount of interest we have find out the amount plus interest both. So I have subtracted the principal amount, so I got the interest only. So you can write interest over here. Question number 12 is factorize 7hx plus 6fy minus 21fx minus 2hy. Okay, can you see hx? So I am going to shift this 21 on this side and fy and hy on same side, so we can easily solve it and factorize it. 7hx, here is it is I have copied the same. Now I am using this 21fx minus 21fx, now plus 6fy minus 2hy. Now here we can take the common as 7 and x, because you can see these two terms, 7 is common in both of them and x is common in both of them. Now h minus and 3f. Now you can check 7hx and 21fx, and sign is minus. Now plus, here 2 is common and y is common in both of them, so we can write 3f and minus, and 2 is over here, y is also over here, so we can write h. Now you can see that here h minus 3f and here 3f minus h, so I have to take minus sign common, so we'll get 7x h minus 3f as it is. Now I am writing minus over here, minus sign common, so it would be minus 2y minus 3f plus h, and if we arrange both of them, so we'll get same numbers in the brackets, minus 3f minus 2y, and here h I am shifting on this side, and minus 3f on this side. Now you can see that both of the brackets, this and this, both are same, h minus 3f and h minus 3f. So our answer would be h minus 3f 7x minus 2y. So this is h minus 3f and 7x minus 2y. Now move to question number 13. Now move to question number 13. A bag contains 9 red counters and 3 green counters. Lee takes 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. This is very important. Read it very carefully. Without replacement, it means she has not replaced it. Okay. Now complete the tree diagram. Okay. So now 9. Total number of counters are 12. 9 plus 3 is 12. So 12 is written over here, and red counters are 9. And green counters you can see over here is 3. So 3 upon 12, this is green counter. And now they has not she has not replaced. So 9, if she take out 1 from 9, so 8 would be left. And the total number 12 minus 1 is 11, because one counter is taken out from the bag. Okay, so now 8, and the blue she has not used green counter because here only red probability, so green will remain same. And now here she has taken out the green counter, so the probability of red would remain same. It's mean 9 over here, and the total means 11 because one counter has been taken out. And now here 2 are left and 11. Why 2? Because total were 3 green counters and 1 she has taken out, so 2 are left. And the total numbers were 12, so 1 has been taken out, so it would be 11. Work out the probability that both counters are red. Red and red, you can see this is red and this is red. It's mean we are going to use this one. So 9 upon 12 times 8 upon 11. So 9 times 8 is 72 upon 132. And you can simplify by using your calculator. 72 divided by 132. So it would be 6 upon 11. So the probability for both our red counter is 6 upon 11. Question number 14 is PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. APB is tangent to the circle at P. See, this is APB. This is tangent to the circle at point P. And angle SPB is equals to 37 degree. SPB, this angle is equals to 37 degree. And angle PSQ is 85 degree. PSQ is 85 degree. Find angle PQS. So angle PQS means we have to find this angle PQS. So you know that this angle is between a tangent and the chord. So this is 37 degree, and this angle will also be 37 degree because this angle is the alternate to this angle. So the value of angle PQS is also 37 degree. Find angle QRS. Where is QRS? So QRS, this angle, and you know that this is a 1 2 3 4 four-sided figure inside the circle, and all 4 sides are on the chord on the circumference of the circle. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral, and you know that the sum of the opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral is equals to 180. So here is not any value given, and here is also not given. So how we can find out? We can see this is a triangle, and the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So I am going to find out 37 plus 85 plus x is equals to 180. And if we add 37 and 85, 37 plus 85 is equals to 122. This is degrees plus x, so it would be equal to 180. X is equals to 180 degree minus 122, so it would be 58 degrees. So this angle is 58 degrees because this is a triangle. Sum of all the angles of the triangle is 180, so this angle is 58 degrees. And now the sum of opposite angles in the cyclic quadrilateral is equals to 180. So I'm adding 580 degrees plus x is equals to 180 degree, and x is equals to 180 degree minus 58. So x is equals to 122 degree. So this angle will be equal to 122 degrees. So I'm going to write 122 degrees over here. Done. This is question number 15. These are the first 4 patterns in a sequence made from black beads and from white beads. These are 4 patterns given over here. Part A is complete the table for the pattern. So number of pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of white balls are, you can see, 5, 7, 9, 11. So next would be here in each sequence plus 2 is added, 2 balls are added, so here it would be 13. Now see the second, total number of beads. So total number of beads is 1 plus 5 is 6 and 6, and here the difference is 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, means here 4 is added, now 5 is adding, and now 15 plus 6, so 6 is adding, and now here 7 is adding, so it would be 28. Now find an expression for the number of white beads. It means we have to find the expression for the number of white beads. So how can we find out the expression? So the formula for finding out the expression is A and is equals to A plus N minus 1 and D. D, you know, this is the difference between these two numbers, like 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and so on. So you can see the difference between these two is plus 2, same difference, plus 2 and again plus 2. So D is the difference. So how we can solve it? Okay, I'm solving over here. D is the difference, means, and N is the number of pattern, and A is the first term. First term is 5. So I'm writing 5 over here. An is equals to, so 5 plus, so 2 times n is 2n, and 2 times 1 is minus 2, so 5 minus 2 would be 3, and 3 plus 2n. So formula for finding the number of beads is 3 plus 2n. You can check by using your calculator. For example, for first term you can write 3 plus 2 times n is 1. First term is, so we can get 5, and see the first term is 5, and again you can see for second term 3 plus 2, in place of n I am using 2 for second term, and you can see that the second term is 7. So this was the formula for finding the number of beads, and here the number of the difference is same in each of them, so we can use this formula. If the difference is different, we cannot use this formula. Now see the total number of beads in pattern n. So now they are saying that the total number of beads is this line. So we can write 6, 10, 15, 21, 28 and so on. So now here the difference is plus 4, but here this is not plus 4, this is 5, and here 15 plus 21 is plus 6 difference, and plus 7 and so on. So you can see that the difference is different, so we cannot use this formula. Now again once more we are going to check. Here the difference is plus 1, again plus 1 and again plus 1. So now yes, the same difference, we have reached to the same distance. So this is a quadratic equation. Quadratic means that there is a x and its power must be 2. So this is a quadratic equation, and the formula to find out the value of this is a square n plus bn plus c. To find out the value of a, very simple. How can we find out the value of a? It's a is equals to 1 upon 2. The value of a will always be equal to 1 upon 2. Okay, I'm making a box that we have find out the value of a. Now to find out the value of b, the formula is, you have to learn these formulas, or you can see 3a plus b is equals to the first first difference. Okay, so this is 4. Difference from first two terms of the first difference, this is 4. so I'm using 4 over here. So 3, and what is the value of a? This is 1 upon 2, plus b is equals to 4. So b is equals to 4 minus 3 whole 1 upon 3 times n. This is 3, not 3 whole, this 3 times 1 upon 2, or we can say 3 upon 2. So we can solve by using calculator. 4 minus 3, 1 upon 2, and the answer is, the value of b is 5 upon 2. Now we have to find out the value of c. So I am making again a box to explain you. This is the value of a, this is the value of b, and how we can find out the value of c. The formula is a plus b plus c is equals to the first term. The first term is 6, so I am writing 6. The value of a, you know, 1 upon 2. Value of b is 5 upon 2, and we don't know c and 6. So 1 plus 5 is 6 upon 2 plus c is equals to 6. If you can simplify, you will get 3. So c is equals to 6 minus 3. C is equals to 3. So we have find out the value of c as well. And now we have to write in this formula. This is the main formula. So a square n plus bn plus c. What is the value of a? You know, 1 upon 2 n square. What is a? N square plus bn plus c. So I am writing a n square 1 upon 2 n square plus 5 upon 2 n plus the value of c is 3. So this is the formula. Now we are going to check that our formula is working or not. So we can write 1 upon 2 plus, and I'm taking 1 upon 2 and plus, and I'm taking 1, so 1 times 1 is, no need to write 1, write down, plus 5 upon 2 again plus, and the value of c is, I'm writing 3, 3 is over here, plus 3. So what we'll get, c, this is the first term. Now I am taking 2 in place of n. Second term we are going to check. So c, 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2, and now the value of 2 times 2 is 4, because we are taking second pattern. So 2 times 2 is 4, so I am writing 4 in the bracket plus 5 upon 2, and now again writing 2 in the bracket plus 3. So we can get 10. So you can see that the second pattern is 10. So we have done this correctly. 1 upon 2 n square plus 5 upon 2 n plus 3. This is a formula for finding total number of beads in pattern n. Okay, part C is Bill has 88 white beads but lots of black beads. Pattern P is the largest possible pattern he can make using these beads. Work out the value of P. Now here they are talking about white beads, and you know that we have written the formula for white B is 3 plus 2n. So here in place of n, I'll use the variable P. 3 plus 2p is equals to, see over here, this is 88. Why I'm using p? Because they are asking me the value of p over here. So 2p is equals to 88. 3 is positive over here. If we shift to this side, it would be negative, and if we'll divide on both sides, so we'll get 42.5. so we can write 42 over here. This is the largest possible pattern. Okay, now question number 16 is the population of Kenya is 5.71 times 10 power 7 people, and the area of Kenya is 6 times 10 power 5 kilometers square. Okay, the population density is the number of people per kilometer square. Calculate the population density of Kenya. Okay, so you can see over here number of people per kilometer square. So first of all, I am writing number of people. These are the number of peoples. So 5.71 times 10 power 7, per means we have to divide, and divided by 6 times 10 power 5. Okay, you know that we can subtract these two powers, so I am separating it. 5.71 divided by 6 times 10 power 7 minus 5. So I am using calculator. 5.71 divided by 6, it's equal to 0.9516 times 10 power 2, because 7 minus 5 is 2, and see 2 means we have to shift 2 down, so it would be 95.16 people per kilometer square. Okay, now here fx is equals to, question number 17 is fx is equals to 10 minus x upon 3. So what we have to find out, f of minus 8. So first of all, I am writing the function 10 minus x upon 3. Now I'll use minus 8 in place of x. So f of minus 8 is equals to 10 minus 8 upon 3. So 10 minus and minus would be plus 8 upon 3, and it's equal to 18 upon 3, and if we'll simplify, I'll get 6. So this is 6. F of minus 8 is equals to 6. And now what we have to do, gx is equals to 4x plus 3, and we have to find g inverse of x. So for g inverse of x, we have to use the variable y is equals to 4x plus 3. And now what we have to do, we are going to use switch the variables. In place of y, I am going to use x, and in place of x, I am going to use y. So this would be 4. And now to make y as a subject, I am going to use x minus 3 is equals to 4y, and x minus 3 upon 4 is equals to y. Now this is my g inverse. So because I have used y in place of g inverse, so g inverse of x is equals to x minus 3 upon 4. So I'm writing x minus 3 upon 300 students take part in a competition. The table shows information about their scores. So 0 to 30, it's mean okay, fine. First see this table. This is a table and this is frequency. Calculate an estimate of the mean score. It's mean score, and this is the group data. So what is the formula for mean score? That is fx upon f. Or you can write total or f. Okay, so have to find out the midpoint. So midpoint of 0 and 30 is 15, and midpoint of 30 and 40 is 35. How we can do, you can add both of the values and divide by 2. 40 and 60 would be 50, and 60 and 70 would be 65. 70 and 100 would be 85. Now we have to find out fx. So fx is equals to 40 times 15, that is equals to 360. Okay, and 70 times 35, I am using calculator to solve. 70 times 35, that is equal to 2450. And now 50 times 88, it's equal to 4400. Now 65 times 76, it's equal to 4940. And 85 times 42, I am multiplying these two values, so it's equal to 3570. So now we are going to add all these things. See fx, these are all fx. So I'm going to add 360 plus 2450 plus 4400 plus 4940 plus 3570, and their total is, you know, that 300. So we are going to add both of them. It's equal to 360 plus 2450 plus 4400 plus 4940 plus 3570. 4940. Okay, it's equal to 15720 divided by 300. 15720 divided by 300, so we'll get 52.4. 52.4. Okay. Now part B. On the grid, complete the histogram to represent the data in the table. Okay, so for histogram we have to find the frequency density, and you know that frequency density is equals to frequency upon class width. So I have made a table over here. I'm writing frequency over here and class width over here, so we'll find frequency density over here. So the first frequency is 24. I'm writing 24. Second is 70. Third is 88, 76 and 42. And now we have to write the class width. So 0 to 30 is, what is the class width? It's 30. You have to subtract. And 30 to 40 is 10. Then 40 to 60 is 20. 60 to 70 is 10. And 70 to 100 is 30. Now we have to divide both of the values, so I'm using calculator. 24 divided by 30, so we'll get 0.8. okay, sorry, I have written 100 over here, it's 30. Now divide 70 by 10, so we'll get 7. 88 divided by 20, so we'll get 4.4. Now 76 divided by 10 is easy, 7.6. And 42 divided by 30, so it's 1.4. Now we have to show this frequency on the histogram. So see over here, for 0 to 30, see this is 0 to 30, and for this 0 to 30 we have to show the frequency density is 0.8. so see, this is 0.8 means it's 2, so 1 2 3 4 5, it's 1. So 0.8, so 1 2 3 4 5, 1 is over here and we have to use 0.8. so I am making a line for 0 to 30 first class width. 0 to 30 is over here. Now 30 to 40 is already given, it's 7, and see, it's given, this is 7. Okay, now 40 to 60, its frequency density is 4.4. so 40 to 60 and the frequency density is 4.4. so one square, small square, is equals to 0.2 units, so 4.4 would be over here. So I'm going to make it 4.4. see, I am checking class width as well. Class width is 40 to 60, so I have taken from 40 to 60, and the density is 4.4, so 4, this is 5, so I have to take between 1 small box is equals to 0.2, so 0.4 is over here, 4.4 would be over here. Now next is 60 to 70. now class width is 60 to 70, it means 70 is over here, and for this 1 2 3 4 and 5, yes, 70 is over here. The class width is 7.6, 7 is over here, 7.2, 7.4 and 7.6 is over here, so 7.6 is over here. We have to show the in a histogram, and in histogram the bars are joined together. Now the last frequency is, last class width is 70 till 100, it's mean whole, and the frequency density is 1.4. 1 is over here, and okay, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1, 1.4 is over here, and now I'm going to make it. So this is my histogram. We have completed this part. This is question number 19. Complete the table of values for y is equals to x cube minus 5x plus 4. So see here, the table is given and we have to find the value of y. So we are going to use this formula, and the value of x is given minus 3. Just put minus 3 in that. So minus 3, write minus 3 and write cube over it. Then minus 5, value of x is again minus 3, plus 4. So the value of x is minus 8. So write minus 8. Simply we have done part 1. Now for part 2 is draw the graph of y is equals to x cube minus 5x plus 4, and the range is given minus 3 till x is equals to minus 3, greater than minus 3, greater than and equal to minus 3, till less than and equal to 3. So I'm just going to plot the points minus 3 and it's minus 8. So minus 3 and minus 8. So minus 3 and minus 8 is over here. Minus 2 and 6. So 6 is positive over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 is over here. Minus 1 is with 8. This is minus 1 and 8. On y-axis 0. On x-axis it is 0 and on y-axis it's 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now 1 and 0 on y-axis. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. 3 and 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So this is, now we have to draw the graph. So I'm making it. Draw the graph. This is, you can join all the dots and make a line, make a graph. This is a graph. Okay, we have done part B. Now part C is, by drawing a suitable straight line on the graph on the grid, find the solution of equation x cube minus 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. You know that our main equation is this, and we have to find out a line where we have to draw the line to get 3 points. See, we have to find out 3 values of x. So I am writing the equation. Our main equation is y is equals to x cube minus 5x plus 4. Okay, and you know that here this equation is x cube. Okay, first of all I am solving this equation. X cube minus 5x and y is equals to 4 is I am shifting on this side. So y minus 4 is equals to 0. And can you notice this x cube minus 5 and this x cube minus 5 are same? So I am taking this minus 3 on this side. Y minus 4 minus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, so y minus 7 is equals to 0. Y is equals to 7. It's mean we have to draw a line on 7. So on y-axis we have to draw a line on 7. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we have to draw a line on this side. Sorry. After this. Okay, so I'll draw a line on 7. This is our line. And now we have to find 3 values of x. So you can see first value would be over here. This is over here, and the second value is over here. So the second value is over here, and the third line that is intersecting is over here. So we can write the first value is 1 point minus 1.7 over 75 or minus 1.7 or 1.75. Okay, and the second value is 0.7 minus 0.7, and the third value is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2.4. These are the 3 values or 3 possible values of x that we have found from the equation. Show that CD is equals to x minus 1. You know that this is CD and this value is x minus 1. We have to show. You can see this is a rectangle and this line is parallel to this line. It's mean EF is parallel to DG. So EF is equal to DG because both of them are parallel and opposite sides of a rectangle, so both are equal. So EF is equals to 2x minus 3 is equal to DC plus CG. So 2x minus 3 is equal to CD. We can write CD or DC, so I am changing it to CD because they are asking CD, plus the value of CG is x minus 2. Now 2x minus 3, and I am shifting this over this side, so I am writing it in minus. X minus 2 is equals to CD, and 2x minus 3 minus x, and minus minus would be plus 2. So 2x minus x is x, and minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So we have shown that CD is equals to CD is equals to CD. CD is equals to x minus 1. So we have shown this. Now what is the second part? The area of a rectangle is ABCD is 1/5 of the area of the rectangle EFGH. So from an equation in x, show that, again we have to show that it simplifies to x square minus 3x plus c. So ABCD, rectangle ABCD is 1/5 of rectangle EFG and D. Okay, so ABCD, what is the area of rectangle ABCD? This is x minus 1, we know from here, and you know this is x plus 3. So x is over here, so 3 is over here. So ABCD is 3x minus 1. This is length and this is breadth, so x minus 1 times 3, and this is 1/5. What is length over here? Okay, I am writing in this form. Length is 2x minus 3, and breadth is x plus 3. The formula for area of rectangle is L multiplied by B. So this is length, and this is length, and this is breadth, and this is the information that is given in the question, that ABCD is 1/5 of rectangle EFGD. So we have made this. Now I am solving. 3x minus 3 is equals to 1/5. Now open both brackets, 2x and multiply by x plus 3. Now minus 3 multiply by x plus 3. So 3x minus 3, and you know that 1/5, 5 is dividing. If we shift to this side, it would multiply, is equals to 2x times x is 2x square, 2x times 3 is 6x, 3 minus 3x, and minus 9. Okay, so 15x minus 15 is equals to 2x square and plus 6 and 3, so it would be 3x minus 9. Now I am taking all this on one side and taking 0 over here. 2x square plus 3x and 15x, now it would be minus 15x, here minus 9, and this minus 15, here it would be plus 15. So 2x square minus it would subtract, so minus 12x, and here it would be 6. Now you can see we have to divide all of them by 2, so we can get the equation is equals to 0. So it would be x square minus 6x plus 3 is equals to 0, or we can write x square minus 6x plus 3 is equals to 0. So we have shown this as well. Use the quadratic formula to show the equation x square minus 6x plus 3. Okay, so here a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 6, and c is equals to 3. And what is the formula for the quadratic equation is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now just put the values minus, and the value of b is minus 6 plus minus 6 whole square minus 4, value of a is 1, value of c is 3, 2, and the value of a is again 1. So it would be 6 plus minus, if we take it out, 36 minus 12 upon 2. So 6 plus minus 24 upon 2, and 6, if we take square root of 24. So we'll get 2 root 6 upon 2. So we have to find out two values of x. So 6 plus 2 root 6 upon 2 and 6 minus 2 root 6, sorry, here it's 2 root 6 upon 2, and we can cancel from here, so it would be 3 plus root 6, and here 3 minus root 6. So here we can solve 3 plus root 6, it would be 5.44. Now for second equation, 3 minus root 6, it would be 0.55. So these are the two values of x. Now calculate the shaded area. You can see the question, this is the shaded area. So we have to subtract the area of this and this. The area of this rectangle is L multiplied by B, and we have found out this is the area of this rectangle, 2x square plus 3x minus 9, and the area of this part is 3x minus 3. So we have to subtract both of them. So first of all, I am writing the area 2x minus 3 and x plus 3 minus, we have to subtract 3 times x minus 1, and we already know the area, that is 2x square plus 3x minus 9. This is our area, 2x square plus 3x and minus 9 minus 3x, and 3 times 1 is plus 3, because minus minus is plus 3. So 2x square plus 3x and minus 3x would be cancel out, and minus 9 plus 3 would be minus 6. So this to write we know the two values of x. So 2x square, sorry, what is the value of x? 2x square minus 6. Now put the value, that is 5.45 square minus 6, and here 2x square minus 6, so 0.55 square minus 6. Okay, now we are going to use calculator. 2 times 5.45 square minus 6, this is 53.41. I'm rounding off, so it would be 53.41, and now 2 times 0.55 square minus 6, so it would be minus 5.395, but we will never get the negative value, so the positive value is 53.41. Question number 21 is, the diagram shows a solid formed by joining a cone to a hemisphere C. This is a cone and this is hemisphere. The diameter of the cone is 14 centimeter and the diameter of the hemisphere is 14. So this is the diameter of the cone, and this is same as the diameter of the hemisphere. The total length of the solid is 24 centimeter, and what we have to do, we have to calculate the volume of this solid. So we have to find out the volume of this cube and this hemisphere. So can you see that this is the diameter? It's mean that half of the diameter is our radius. R is equals to d upon 2. It's mean that this is the center point is given. I'm making a line, so this would be 7 centimeter and this is also 7 centimeter. 14 upon 2 is 7 centimeter. So radius is 7 centimeter. So if this is radius, this is also radius, because this is also center. Center to circumference is also always a radius. So I can see that this height is 7 centimeter and if I subtract 24 minus 7, so it would be 17 centimeter. It means this height is 17 and this is 7 centimeter. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find out the volume of this whole solid. It means, so I'm writing volume of solid is equals to volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Okay, now you have to just follow the formula. What is the formula of volume of the cone? That is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. And what is the formula for the volume of hemisphere? That is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. And you know that for this formula we need radius, so we have already found out radius, and we need height as well. So this is the height for cone. Okay, now I am just putting the values. 1 upon 3 pi, I am writing as it is. What is the radius? That we have found out 7 centimeter. Just writing 7 and writing square over it, and height is 17. Okay, and plus 2 upon 3, I am writing pi as it is, and 7 cube. So 1 upon 3 pi, 7 times 7 is 49, 49 times 17 plus 2 upon 3 pi, 7 cube would be 343. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to multiply 49 times 17. Okay, first of all, okay, ठीक 1 upon 3 pi 49 times 17, I am using calculator. So this is for 833 plus 2 upon 3 pi 343. What I have done in this step, I have just multiplied these both numbers and copied all other things as it is. Now see over here, I am taking 1 upon 3 and pi as a common. Now what is left? 833 plus 2 times 343, because 2 is left over here. So 2 times 343, making square bracket over here so you can understand. Now 1 upon 3 and pi is common. 833 plus, if we multiply 2 by 343, we will get 686. Now add both of them. So it would be okay, we are using calculator. 833 plus 686, it's equal to 1519. Now just use calculator, put all the values in the calculator, so you'll find the answer. 1 upon 3 pi 1519, or you can write times 1519 times 1519. It would be equal to 1590 or 1590.69. So we can round off and write 1591 centimeter cube. The unit of volume is cube, that is already written over here. Okay, now part B is show that the total surface area of the solid is 712 centimeter square. Correct to the nearest integer. Total surface area is given over here. You can see 712 centimeter square, and what we have to do, we have to show this. So I'm writing total surface area, that is equals to surface area of the, okay, can you see the picture over here? The total surface area is the outer surface. Okay, so it's mean we have to take this and hemisphere as well. So okay, I'm writing the formula for that. For a surface area of cone would be pi r l plus, and the surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. This is for I'm writing cone, and this is for hemisphere. Okay, these are the two formulas. Now just what we have to do, we have to put the values. That is pi, I'm writing as it is right now, and the value of radius is 7, you know, and pi I'm writing as it is. R is 7, and for L, this is very important thing, you know that the length is this, we have to take this slant height, slant length. So For this you see that we can make a triangle. Okay, I'm drawing this over here. We have to take the slant height and we don't know the slant height, so this length is, this L is slant height. Okay, this is our triangle and this is 17. We know we have subtracted 24 minus 7, so we got 17. That is this height, this is 17. Okay, and this radius is 7, this is 17, this is 7, and now we have to find out this height. Okay, so this is 7, and now what we have to do, we have to use Pythagoras theorem to solve it. A square is equals to b square plus c square. This is our A, so we don't know A. A is equals to 17 square plus 7 square. A square is equals to 17 square. Okay, you 17 square is equals to 289 plus 49 plus 49, that is equal to 338, and we have to take the square root on both sides. So that is equals to 13 root 2. A is equals to 13 root 2. Okay, so I am writing 13 root 2 over here for length. This is 13 root 2. This slant height is 13 root 2. Okay, plus 2 pi, and the value of r is, 7. Okay, now I am taking pi as common. This is pi, taking pi as common, so I will have 17 times 13 is 91 root 2 plus pi is common, 2 times 7 square is 49. Okay, so this is pi, this pi is common. Okay, 91 root 2 plus 98. And now what we are going to do, we are going to put all these values into the calculator and solve. Okay, 91 under root 2 plus 98, that is equal to 98 plus 91, 226, 226.69. I am rounding off to it will be and we can multiply directly, is equals to, okay, multiplied by pi, so we can get the answer 712. See, that is equals to 712 centimeter square, and we have shown this. The total surface area of the solid is 712 centimeters square. Part C is, a smaller solid is mathematically similar to this solid. The total surface area of the smaller solid is 242 centimeters square. Calculate the total height of the smaller solid. You know that the larger solid or the bigger solid that we have found out, that is equal to 712 centimeter we have shown, and they are saying that there is another solid that is smaller solid and its area is given total surface area is given, that is equal to 242 centimeters square. Calculate the total height of that smaller solid. Okay, so we have to compare both solids. See, one is a larger one and this is a smaller solid like this, and its surface area is 242, and we have to find out the total height. Okay, so first of all I am writing the information that we already know. Total surface area of the larger solid, this is for larger solid, that is equals to 712 centimeters square, and the height of the larger solid, that is equals to 24 centimeters square. The total height, here they are asking total height 24 centimeter. And now here I am writing smaller solid. Okay, so total surface area of smaller solid is 242 centimeter square, and its height is we don't know. Now we have to use the formula for the similar figures. So you know that here the formula that we use is a total. We will compare the total surface area of smaller smaller figure and smaller solid and total surface area of larger solid. That is equal to what is the height of the smaller, we don't know, so I'm writing h over here, and the larger one height is we know, sorry, first of all I'm writing height over here, height for smaller and height for larger. Okay, this is the formula. Now I'm putting the value. The total surface area of smaller is equals to 242 and the larger is 712. Smaller height we don't know, so I'm just writing h, and for larger, or you can use capital H because we are using H capital over here, so I'm using capital H. So this is for smaller, and larger one we already know that is equal to 24. Now what we have to do, just cross multiply and find out. So HS is equals to 24 times 242 upon 712. Okay, something is missing over here in formula. This must be in square, so I'm taking square on this over, so this would also be okay. To cancel this square I'm using square root, so cancel this and this both. So HS HS equals to square root of 24. Okay, first of all find out the square root of both of them. So that is 242 and in denominator that is 712. So it will be equal to 05058 sorry 05058 and 3. I'm taking 29 round of to 3 is equals to h small height of small solid and 24. So HS is equals to 24 times 0.583. so I'm multiplying 20 with 24, so we'll get 13.99, and if we'll round off we'll get 14 centimeter. So 14 centimeter is our answer. This question number 22. The diagram shows a triangular field ABC. AB is equals to 150 meter. See, this is AB is equal to 150. BC is 187 meters, and angle ABC is equals to 112 degrees. Fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field, so they need a fencing, and fencing is in solid rolls of 20 meters. Calculate the number calculate the number of rolls of fencing needed. Okay, we have to find, first of all we have to find out the perimeter, and after finding perimeter we have to find out how many rolls of fencing are needed, and each roll is 20 meters long. Okay, so to find out the perimeter we must know all three sides, and we know only two sides. So first of all I'm finding out the third side, and how we can find out, we know only one angle, and this is not a right angle that we use Pythagoras, so we have to use yes, cosine rule. So cosine rule, so what is the law of cosine? That is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. Okay, so a square, that is equals to, you know, and this is a side that we are finding. I'm writing over here AC, we don't know AC. Okay, and this is also should be in square. So AC square is equals to, what is a square, that is 150 square, plus this is RB, that is 187 square, minus 2, what is A, that is 150, what is B, this is 187 cos C. Cos C is equals to cos 112, because the angle is 112 over here. So see, this is basically C square. You can also, I'm writing formula over here so you can easily understand. C square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. This is the formula for cosine rule, and you can also write c square over here in place of ac. And now see over here, ac square is equals to just use calculator. You can do all working in calculator. 150 square, that is equals to 22500. Okay, now 187 square, that is equals to plus 34969 minus okay, so 2 times 150 times 187 cos 112, that is equals to minus 21015. Okay, so a square, I am just rounding off, not using the decimals. Okay, now what we have to do, just add all these things. 222,500 plus 34969 plus, I am taking plus because minus would be plus 21015, that is equals to 78484. Now take the square root on both sides, so AC is equals to square root 78484, that is equals to 280.14, or we can say 280.2. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find out the perimeter. Perimeter is means sum of all sides, you know. And what are the all sides? Perimeter is equals to 150 plus 187, and this side is 280.2 plus 280.2. so B is equals to, just use calculator, 150 plus 187 plus 280.2, that is equals to 617.2. meters. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find out the number of rolls of fencing is needed. So 617.2 divided by 20, so we'll find out how many fencing is required. So divide this answer with 20, so we will get 30.86, or we'll round off to 31 because we need fencing, so this is 31. Calculate the shortest distance from B to C. How we can get the shortest distance? Whenever we have this type of figure, so we have to find out the perpendicular distance. So this is our perpendicular distance, and now what is the distance? We have to find out this distance because this makes the angle of 90 degree, you know, if we make a perpendicular line. So but we don't know this line, we don't know this line, and we also don't know this line as well. We know this line, but we don't know this side and this side as well. So how we can find out? And we all know all these three angles. So what we have to do, we have to use a formula to find out the A. If we find out A, then you can see I am making an angle. This side is 150, this side is, we don't know this side, and this side we also don't know, and we have to find out this side. This is the shortest distance. If we know this angle, so it would be easy for us. So I am using this information, first of all this triangle, larger triangle, to find out this angle. So for angle A, law of sine I am using. So this is for angle A, this is angle A. For angle A, the law of sine, that is law of sine, that is sine A upon A is equals to sine B upon B. This is our formula. Sine A shows angle and in small a shows side, sine B shows angle and it also shows side. Okay, sine A we don't know, so I am writing sine A as it is. What is the side opposite to this? That is equals to 187 is equals to sine B, we know 112 and the side opposite to this is 280. To remember, I am considering the graded triangle to find out this. And now what we have to do, we have to cross multiply, and to do this I am just using calculator to find out sine A is equals to So sine A is, and the sine A is I am writing as it is because we don't know the angle, the A side opposite to sine A is 187, sine B is 112, sine I am writing as it is, angle is 112, and the side opposite to this is 280.2. Now just use calculator and solve it. 187 times sine 112 divided by 280, sorry, divided by 280.2, that is equals to 0.618. so I am taking 0.62 degrees. Okay, so A is equals to sine inverse 0.62, and sine inverse for 0.62 is 38.3. 38 A is equals to 38.3, or we can take 38.2 as well to so we can easily calculate. I am taking, or 38.3, both are okay. 38.2 is our angle, and now what we have to do, we have to find out this side, this side is our shortest distance from B to AC. This is line AC and this is B, and we have to find out shortest distance. So what we have to do now, this and these, we have to use these two angle, and we know this angle, so I think we have to use tan formula. So tan 38.2 is equals to, we don't know tan, you know that opposite upon adjacent. So opposite we don't know, that is x, and adjacent is 150, or perpendicular upon base, both are correct. So now for finding out this, I am writing in calculator 150 times 10 38.2, that is equals to 118.03. so x is equals to 118.03. there is no need for 03, so x is equals to 118 degrees. So I'm writing, sorry, this is not degree, this is in meter, because we are finding out the length. So this is 118 meters. Question number 23 is, Zara cycles a distance of 500 meters correct to nearest 5 meters, and this takes 24.7 seconds correct to the nearest 0.1 seconds. Calculate the lower bound of her average speed. Speed formula is speed is equals to distance upon time, but we don't have to just work on this, we have to find out the lower and upper bound. So first of all we have to find out 500 meters lower bound and upper bound. So this is for distance, I'm writing distance lower bound would be distance is 500, and 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. so for upper bound we have to add 2.5, and for lower bound we have to subtract 2.5. so this would be 502.5, and this would be 497.5. okay, and this is for time, upper bound would be, you know, this is 0.1 divided by 2, that is equals to 0.05. so upper bound, in upper bound we will 24.7 plus 0.05, and for lower bound we will take 24.7, so it would be, okay, I'm using calculator. For lower bound is 24.7 minus 0.05, that is equals to, this is 24.75, and this is 24.65. okay, so for average speed what we have to use speed is equals to distance upon time, and we have to take distance of lower bound and speed of time of upper bound, sorry, time of upper bound. So we'll find out lower bound of distance is 497.5 and upper bound of time is 24.75. So now use calculator. This is 497.5 divided by 24.75. It's equal to 20.10. 20.10. So we'll write 20.10. Now question number 24 is expressed as a single fraction in its simplest form. What we have to do, we just have to cross multiply 5. I'm multiplying this 5 by this term 4x minus 3. Minus sign is in the bit in middle, and 2x plus 1. Okay, and the denominator is, we have to write both of the denominators, that is 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3. Now just open the brackets. 20x minus 15 minus 4x, and plus minus is minus 2, and here now just copy the denominator as it is, and now add or subtract. 20 minus 4 is 16x, minus 15 and minus 2 is minus 17, and 2x plus 1 4x minus 3. So this is our answer 16, because it will not further be solved. So this is 2x plus 1 4x minus 3. This was paper 2 of 2025. For any query you can comment me or you can message me inbox